Hey, Nico. Morning. Marcelo, you are good to go. Paul, can you hear me? Okay, good. Just checking. Hi, Esther and Patty and Hamit and Christoph again. Liz, hello. Welcome, everyone. Geshe-la should be here any minute now. It's 10:30. At least that's what my laptop is showing. Geshe-la has arrived. He is circumambulating, so he should be in just a moment. So for those of you who might be new to Kadampa Center, we stand before Geshe-la comes in, and then we wait and sit down after he has sat down. And if you see us prostrating, that's something you can either do with us or just think positive thoughts.
Please turn to page 34 in the Gold Prayer Book, and we'll begin with Shakyamuni Buddha mantra 3 times. Te ata om mune mune maha munaye soha. Te ata om mune mune maha munaye soha. Te ata om mune mune maha munaye soha. And now the medicine Buddha stanza and mantra. Bhagawan, with equal compassion for all, whose name, when merely heard, dispels the suffering of lower realms, dispeller of disease and the 3 poisons, I prostrate to medicine Buddha lapis light. Te ata om bekanse, maha bekanse, raja samudgate soha. Te ata om bekanse, maha bekanse, raja samudgate soha. Te ata om bekanse, maha bekanse, Raja samudgate soha. Te ata om bekanse, maha bekanse, raja samudgate soha. Te ata om bekanse, maha bekanse, Raja Samudgate Soha Teata Om Bekanse Maha Bekanse Raja Samudgate Soha Teata Om Bekanse Maha Bekanse Raja Samudgate Soha. And now the four measurables, which we'll say twice in English and then flip to page 37 to chant it once in Tibetan. May all sentient beings have happiness and the causes of happiness. May all sentient beings be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May all sentient beings be inseparable from the happiness that is free from suffering. May all sentient beings abide in equanimity, free from attachment for friends and hatred for enemies. May all sentient beings have happiness and the causes of happiness. May all sentient beings be free from suffering and the causes of suffering. May all sentient beings be inseparable from the happiness that is free from suffering. May all sentient beings abide in equanimity, free from attachment for friends and hatred for enemies. Now, page 37. Sem Chen Tam Che Wadam Dewa Dami Drelwa Gyurchi Nye Chao Dao Ni Dao Drelwei Tam Yam Lam Ne Park your chick. Now still on page 37, the Chenrezig verse of praise and mantra. Not veiled by any fault, white in color, whose head a perfect Buddha crowns in light, gazing compassionately at all beings, to you, Chenrezig, all-seeing one, I prostrate. Om Mani Padme Hum. 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 And now the Tara verse of praise and mantra. And the verse of praise isn't in the book, but we've got the mantra there for you. Tare liberates from psychic existence. Tu Tare liberates from the 8 fears. Ture liberates from all sickness. I prostrate to the liberator, Mother Tara. Om Tare Tu Tare Ture Soha. 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 And now on page 34, Geshe Geluk will lead us in the Refuge and Bodhicitta prayer.
Sanje
Chudam ki choknam la jang tu bardu dagni kyap suchi wagi choknam gi trola pinshir sange drupar shok.
please think deep down from your heart. So being here, drove from your house all the way here to the center. For what? Just to benefit, okay? Just to benefit others. So please set up that kind of intention or meditate on that. So then, whether you're able to say the prayer or not, it serves the purpose, okay? Driving, some of you probably drove like hours and all the way here. So just your present, being here, for what? Just to benefit, that's all. In whatever ways, okay? So then, whether you can say the prayer or not, you understand the meaning. Yeah. Sanje
Chudang Soki Chok Nam La Jang Chu
Chuk
Bar Tu Dagni Kyap Suchi Dagi Chun Gi Pe Sunam Gi Drala Pinchir Sange Tru Par Sho.
Then technically you say, okay, I came to Kadampa Center to get enlightened. For what? Just to benefit, that's all. To whom? Everyone. Everyone. Nobody excluded. Everyone included. Okay. I drove all the way from my home to Kadampa Center for what? To become enlightened. For what? Why? Benefit. Everything that's breathing, benefit them. Okay. Sanje.
Chudang Soki Chok Nam La Jang Chu Bar Tu Dagni Kyap Suchi Dagi Chun Gi Pe Sunam Gi Drala Pinchir Sange Tru Par Sho.
Pada lame me na me yon jin ombo da ja jen la da chu ja cho la chang wa je ba na ma san je song ra ra ba ji jen de we ju ja. De da ra je je ya ta be chu je jen de de she je. Na mo la ye ke da no da ne je te mo na na me ke na da. Tam je ke do da ke chu de. Okay, to ze ne so ne da wa da je ma ne. Tam be chen de de za. Wa da man de la chao se. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. First, short introduction, please. Short means like 10 or 5 minute introduction. So, good morning, Susanna. Good morning, Marcelo. Good morning, Esther. Good morning, Christoph. Christoph, say good morning. Peter, good morning, Nicole. Good morning, Paul. Cameron, good morning. Pati, Panditji, good morning. Few invisible being, good morning. Oh, yeah. Salvation. Now you appear. Good morning. Anybody who's watching on YouTube, good morning. Oh, Nina. Thank you, thank you. Oh, very good. Where you draw, you paint? Oh, very good. Thank you. Mm. Can you keep the drawer open, please? Not hot. No, no, save the, yeah, to see the light. It's okay. It's, relax, relax. We are not watching you. Just relax. Mm. Yeah, see the light. The inside. Yeah.
All right, everybody. Oh, Nico, yes. I'll do that next time, okay? So for folks online, I'll do breakout rooms for you guys next time. Maybe one big one.
Good
We'll
morning,
see.
Liz. Liz Shepard, good morning.
Okay, everyone. Go ahead and wrap up your hellos.
Thank you so much. Wonderful. Yeah. Mm, today, so I thought mm, maybe first begin with why we feel bad. So when you feel bad, what you can do, what you should do, uh, that's how this Sunday class going to start. Why we feel bad and like what we can do. Um, uh, mm, anybody want to say something? Why we feel bad? Because we eat cheesecake. Why we feel bad? Like 'cause, Buddhism talks about three doors: body, spirit, and mind. Three doors. So also so much emphasis on that, how to guard three doors. Mm. So first, I think just to understand why we feel bad, just to maybe not just understand or take some degree of responsibility and to face, not to deny. Second, then like yeah, that's not good feeling. Nobody wants, regardless if you're Buddhist. Buddhist doesn't want that feeling. If you're atheist, you don't want that feeling. It's not based on religious belief. It's a human nature that we don't like to feel bad. But somehow that feeling has been generated by not being mindful, intentionally, unintentionally, not knowingly, sorry, unknowingly, or out of attachment, out of anger. Yeah, uh, if your three doors are noble, So then less likely there will be bad feeling. So because like not being mindful, then kind of forget how to guard three doors. So now after that, so why we make mistakes? So life is not perfect. It's not just Tibetan American. Everybody lives. The moment we are not born as a perfect. So very understandable. Very understandable why we make mistake. Very understandable. That's how. There's also saying the the lotus grow from mud. When you compare mud and lotus, lotus so beautiful, so clean. Mud is not that clean. Doesn't look that beautiful, but it grows somehow. It kind of like contributed for this beautiful flower contributed by this muddy water. Buddhism talk about liberation, fully enlightenment. Not like right from the beginning you are enlightened. It's not like that. Yeah, in the beginning you have all kind of problem, mistake, all kind of problem. Slowly, slowly. In America, what you say, live and learn. Slowly, slowly you live and then you learn, slowly, slowly you grow, become wiser. Uh, so like that, so it makes sense. So, and I was just like being here now almost 27 years teaching. What we do in the West, especially in America, what we do when you feel bad, what you do? What is the best thing that you can do? Or just continue to feel bad? That's not the best thing to do. Uh, uh, can you do some like cleansing,
Cleansing, yes.
cleansing? So I'm going to quote one stanza from the sutras. Sutra, when I say sutra, that is taught by Buddha, who was born in Shakya clan in India 2,500 years ago. What he said, he's somebody who did 6 year solid meditation under the Bodhi tree. 6 years solid, not just 2 minutes. Sitting like this, 6 years. So many experience been gained during that 6 years. After when he came out, 49 days, he's kind of afraid to share his experience. He thought nobody could understand. He just decided to be silent 49 days. Then after that, first teaching he taught is called Four Noble Truth. Four Noble Truth. First one is truth of suffering. Not everybody likes to hear. Anyway, what Buddha said, there are in the sutra, there's 4 specific persons mentioned, names mentioned. Those 4 persons being, you could say, careless, not being mindful, many mistakes occur. Some of them their mistakes driven by attachment, strong form of attachment. Please don't misunderstand. When I say attachment, it doesn't mean, it's not, does not simply mean caring for someone. Of course, that you have to care for someone. You have, it's not that. It is like seeing something, but the fact is one person. Fact is one person. Then 99% has been projected. It's your perceptions. That's what you see. Then that's what you end up believing in that. So then eventually, of course, this is your mind just projected. Eventually, you are no longer going to see that, or maybe something will change because that's not the fact you are seeing. The fact is one person, that's what you're seeing, that's the fact. But you are seeing 100%, 99% has been projected. That's how that attachment does project. So then cling so tightly, then eventually when that projection, your perception is based on projections projected by your mind. So then, it is not that firm or steady. It will shake. It's only a matter of time. So some of the four specific persons named to be mentioned in the sutras, they are not being mindful or careless. Some of their actions are driven by strong form of attachment. Some of them driven by anger. Some of them are driven by ignorance. Anyway, all is mistake. Not something small, so they're like one of them, the person who's like called Anguli Mala. That's Mala means rosary like this. Mala, or not Tibetan word, Sanskrit word Mala. Angul is like thumb, basically wearing. Someone who has strong interest to do some kind of spiritual practice, but guided by a wrong person, and then end up killing 999 human being. Understand, human being. Feel the feeling of those four people feels like they are like under the dark cloud, even though their nature is like beautiful as a moon, but that moon is stuck under the deep dark cloud. Those four people has a chance or opportunity to become like the words are beautiful, to become like beautiful, meaning that moon somehow managed to get out of this dark cloud and shine again. It refers to feeling. So we should not feel hopeless. Probably mistake that you make is not like that, killing 999 human beings, I hope. The feeling. Based on that, we should not look down. There's no compassion. You should not, oh, like, I'm just a bad person, so I cannot change, I'm just angry. So that's my nature. It's all ignorance. There's no wisdom. The nature is like moon that will shine, but at the moment it's kind of stuck under the cloud. And they need a hope that the cloud is not inseparable with the moon. It is like temporary there. The moon could get out of the cloud. That's the courage, hope that we need. Okay. Someone in this case, probably indirectly included to you, me, directly those four people being careless. Before they being careless. Then later on, they become more mindful, more careful. Not sake of religious belief, not sake of religion, sake of their own peace, their happiness. Then of course, then indirectly happiness for every other living being. So if you are happy, people around you, probably more likely they are going to be better, maybe calmer. Like if you are a religious believer, that doesn't guarantee the people around you going to be more calm and peaceful. That doesn't guarantee. The moment you become kinder, happier, calmer, more peaceful, everyone else around you get benefit. That's what I've been saying. Loving kindness, compassion, caring, showing respect, this should be above religious belief. They should be the main things. Then you can use religious as an instrument to further development of those qualities. These are above any other thing. These are above. So when it comes down on your problem, you look at that with compassion, love and compassion. When you see someone else suffering, you don't look at, usually you look at them like, what we say, are you okay? That means like you kind of like, you feel bad, you feel bad. When we see our mistake, we don't feel bad. We become critical, we look down. This is the wrong approach, very, very wrong approach. So then feeling oneself to make, in order to feel oneself to feel better, so then mechanism we use is to harsh, being angry and like shouting, yelling. This is all very, very wrong approach. Kindness produce happiness. Anger produce pain. It's nothing to do with religious belief. It's nothing to do with religion. It's just fact. It's just fact. So what do you do now? So in Buddhism, so I just want to share with you. Buddhism, what do you do when you feel like that there's like heavy feeling, kind of heaviness. As Buddhist, in Buddhism, so what do? You purify them, purify. Do you believe in purification practice? You purify them. How you do that? You think about them out of courage, positive thinking, compassion, love. Then you can say, oh, I love myself. You can say, because you show in action. Otherwise, it's just word. No, I love myself. What that really means, it doesn't mean much. You think intentionally with courage, out of compassion and love. You bring it up, take full responsibility, and not to deny. And they're called four power that is needed in order to overcome from that feeling of heaviness. Only way you can overcome if you have this four power. The first one is called power of object. So whatever you believe, if you're Buddhist, you believe in Shakyamuni Buddha, Buddha Dharma Sangha. So if you're not a religious person, you probably believe something good. So they could the power of object. So then power of the antidote in Buddhism, what you say mantra, you meditate on loving kindness, compassion, you meditate on shunyata, you circumambulate the holy object outside stupa, you go around here, so any positive deed you perform out of that intentions is called power of remedy or antidote. So then among those four power, then second one is some form of discipline. I think it's critical. It's not punishment. It's not like somebody force. It's called self-discipline. Another way you could call it like self-liberations. Self-discipline become self-liberations. So, for example, as a Buddhist monk, so I will never get involved into fighting out of intoxicant, because I don't drink. Because I took that vow voluntarily. So that because of this vow, it's not like, oh, somebody watching, then I don't drink, or there's nobody there, then I drink. It's not like that. It's a voluntary base. So any problem that occurred due to either drunk,
Drug? Oh,
drunk,
being drunk. Yeah.
being drunk, that's not going to happen to me because I don't drink. Did somebody force me? No, nobody forced me. I took that vow deliberately. That's called self-liberation, self-discipline. Will I kill someone? I probably not will kill anyone because I have commitment. So that kind of like, this called self-discipline becomes self-liberations. That I am liberated. Mistake that, caused by those things. I will not have those mistakes because I was kind of liberated because of my vow, and I deliberately took that from like His Holiness the 14th Dalai Lama here, probably 30, maybe 40 years ago. Anyway, some form of self-discipline is needed, not for sake of religious belief, sake of your peace of mind, sake of your happiness. Your happiness is important for happiness for other beings. Your happiness is important. So first you help yourself, so then from there, then you try to help others. So then regret, no guilt, regret. Regretting towards something negative is positive. Regretting towards something positive that's negative, regret can be both. In this case, regret. Regret. But should not rejoice. If you rejoice, there's tendency that your pain will increase down the road. So that's the last thing you need. You don't need any pain. The best case scenario, you don't need any pain. Nobody enjoys pain. Buddhist, Christian, believer, not believer, nobody, even the animal, nobody wants pain. So that is your moral responsibility. Then if you do that, then you say, oh, I love myself. Then that makes sense. Makes sense. Okay, so we don't have to sink with that feeling of heaviness in our heart that causes by mistake, verbally, physically, mentally, mistake, sometimes unfortunately, intentionally, sometimes not knowingly, sometimes like yeah, being careless, not being mindfulness. So so then from now on, you're trying to be more mindful. Okay, so in with the regret. So then top of that, power of antidote. You do something good, something good. So then, not overnight, slowly, slowly, the moon that's been stuck under the dark cloud will eventually get out. Dawa tinta, dawa, moon, tin, cloud, tal means free, separate. Dawa tinta, dawa. Nam ze means become beautiful. Dawa tinta, nam ze is. Likewise, those four people, one of them, out of anger, killed 999 human beings. One of them so attached to the wife that killed mother or something. Then one that ended up killing father. Anyway, Dawatitna Nam Zetes. You become like the beautiful, like Dawa Tinta, Dawa, moon, Tintal, Tin, the cloud, Talmis, free from that cloud. Namze means all beautiful. Likewise, those four people. Gao, one person named Soteng, Angulimala, Tongden, there's like king. Deje, so there's another person that we mentioned. So then somehow that we are also included there. Not in that level, but some degree. So then another thing that also mentioned in teachings called Lamrim, stages of the path. In that, the feeling can be like, the, like I say, like aluminum, how you say?
Aluminum.
Aluminum, aluminum. That's like a ball. If you throw that, it will sink in the water. But the same aluminum doesn't have to be sink. You can make it flat, like bread. Throw, it will flow. What that means, someone who knows how to purify, they don't sink with their feeling. Understand? They don't sink with their feeling because they know how to do the cleansing part well. Someone who does not know, their feelings like aluminum, that's like aluminum, aluminum, that's like ball. does not know how to make the flat. And that feel bad. Then, thinking, start to think about something negative, out of a negative mindset and doing nothing, then pushing yourself darkness to darkness. Then eventually it probably lead to depression. No good. So all my friends, as I mentioned, in Buddhism, you recite mantra, you meditate on shunyata, loving kindness, compassion. Oh, I don't know any of those. It's too complicated. Just do something good. Just do something good. When you go to supermarket, just say, or someone, when you the cashier, people there, you can just say, oh, you look so beautiful. Your hair looks so nice. Make them happy. That's not that difficult to do. There's every day, there's a lot of opportunity to something positive. Same time, every day, there's a lot of opportunity to think something negative. You don't need to go too far away. When you go to Costco, see that everybody's like bringing this huge shopping cart. So then you look around and like, then you probably some first thought that comes like, why there are so many people today? So. But when you look at your card, it's also the same as equally filled as other card. But you being there's no problem, but they are being there's a big problem. So that's not the best mind to have. Or you could say, oh wow, it's very fortunate. Everybody has money to spend. That's great. The people have food to eat. That can be. Yeah, there's so many opportunities every day, but it's all up to us to how to utilize them. The best thing, less disturbing thought, your life will be better up. Even though you don't believe in any religious, your life will be much better up. You can be a very strong religious believer, at the same time you are thinking always negative, your life is not going to be happier, unfortunately. So disturbing thought is not like somebody else's thought, and this is your thought. So it's very important to learn. So that leads to the second statement. So then after that, we do some meditation. Okay. Hamula, please read this part. This is a book called Guide to Buddhist Way of Life. This book has been taught around 8th century by Indian master called Shanti Deva. Shanti. Shanti means peace. Deva kind of refers to celestial being. Shanti Deva, Shivala. Shanti Deva means peace. So the book, not me, but in monastery, but this is like with the commentaries. Without commentary, probably it's going to be the half of this, maybe a couple 100 pages. Most remember this book by heart because our education system requires a lot of memorizations. When you go to class, you are not allowed to bring books. Your book is here. You read from here. So then here, so I think this is good. Whenever I have problems, I heavily depend on Shantideva books. I try to read every day one chapter. If there's not if my day is not busy, so more quiet. So then after my prayer, then I read one chapter. So then read, then a little bit think here there. So this one is like chapter number 5 is called the main subjects of guarding alertness, basically mindfulness and introspections and mindfulness. So I'm not sure the English that you are more advanced in knowledge. You have a stanza number. Tibetan, we don't have a stanza number. So if you need to find part, you end up reading whole chapter. Be funny some stanza. uh, or, Tete dagi same dine tetes means so much been said before. Therefore, dagi same da you same is mind. Tete dagi same is Therefore, my mind, that's what I say, my mind, say my mind, almost like object, like my mind, therefore my mind, I'm saying like this. This book, instead of saying this book, or therefore this mind, your mind, no your mind, this mind, leg sung, take care, well, take care, not just take care, well, take care. Leg means well, take care. How? Being mindful, mindful, temba, mindful. Shiji, kind of wisdom, but that's kind of like analyze, analyze, uh, meaning thinking, meaning not reacting super fast, taking time thinking, thinking very carefully, assessing outcome, thinking very carefully. That's how you take care. Lek sung. Tede dagi same dini lek sung. Lek sung. Help from the introspection and mindfulness. That's how you well take care of your mind. Lek sung. Lekbar sung. Not another one. Lekbar sung means lekbar means well. Very, very like. Sung means protect. Well take care, well protect. Well protect. Lek sung, lekbar sung achas. Well protect. Samsung tushu matova. Samsung guarding your mind. The practice of guarding your mind. That's all you need. You don't need all these other practices. There probably might be hundreds of them. You don't need them. What you need? The practice that helps you to well care, well protect. That's the practice you need. Tushu mangbu chishisha. Tushu literally means, like behavior activities. Tushu literally means, in this case, practice. Samsung tushu matobas, that's the only practice that you need. You don't need any other practices. Is that true? Yeah, it's all boils down on protecting mind or taking care of mind. That's why there's meditation, saying prayer, going to church, doing charity work. What is this? This is all geared towards growing positively within the mind. That's all. This thing is geared towards that. If you manage to grow positively within your internal, within your mind, so that's all you need. In order to first grow, so first you need to learn how to well take care, well protect your mind. Tede dage sem dini lek sung, lekbar sung acha. Sem sung tushu madoba, tushu mangu chishas. Who said Masa Shantideva? You say in English? There's one now.
Chapter 5, verse 1. Those who wish to guard their practice should very attentively guard their minds, for those who do not guard their minds will be unable to guard their practice.
When you paint like there's a fire, when you paint the fire on the wall, it looks like fire, but it doesn't have heat. It doesn't have heat. Real fire looks like fire, but it has heat. Painting fire on the wall, it looks like fire, but it doesn't have heat. Meaning, too much knowledge. Too much knowledge. You understand, what is love, blah, blah, blah. What is kindness, blah, blah, blah. What is compassion, blah, 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 But there's no USB port running from hard drive to computer. There's no connections. So then your knowledge become like fire on the wall. It looks like fire, but doesn't have any heat. Doesn't serve anything, it looks like. So what went wrong? It's not lack of knowledge. What went wrong? Implication. Huh? Knowledge, integration, knowledge, integrations.
Integration. So you have to implement.
Cause of knowledge, knowledge, analyze, then integrations or something like that. In order to analyze something, first you have to have something to analyze. There's knowledge. Then you contemplate on something. So then integrate. Yeah. So then, so the specific term that's been used in Buddhism called che, literally means dharma. Deeper meaning, che means like transform what? Not physical body, the mind, transforming mind. That's called spirituality. That's called spiritual practice. That's what it's called. Buddhism called this Buddha Dharma Sangha Dharma. That's what it means. It's like transforming. Why? Because so many problems created by our mind. There's very limited amount of problem created by physical body because it has limitations. But the mind, so it's like it's very powerful. The create. So therefore, transforming, training, taming, training. The mind is very much needed. Very important for all my friends. For what? Oh, because I'm Buddhist. That should not be reason. Because sake of your peace of mind. That's why. It's very important. So then maybe next two stanzas, please can you read next two stanzas? So the Matang drove to dimde my pachations. Jo nindu nebeja semji ma di tatu songs. That's what there maybe one more. My dunga chumu is. Traba my pachena dinjum rijum trabata semji mata chimi songs. These two stanzas. So then this not in this book, some other book there says train through all your conduct, meaning day-to-day life. Train on Chalam Kundu Sik Jangs. Train verbally, meaning maybe saying this word. That's what it means, kind of like saying this word. For example, like, oh, I have issue with anger. Shedang, hatred, anger. Who the Shanti there was this text, chapter number, not this 5, chapter number 6. Dense information how to deal with anger. Most page, because the most difficult things. That means everybody has issue with anger. Shedang, sungu sem chanas. Shedang, anger, sungu, pain. It's your choice. It's your choice. You don't ever think that I don't have choice. You always have choice. Shedang, sungu sem chanas. If you possess, if you harbor anger, meaning pain, or don't complain that I don't have peace, because how you're going to have peace? Because you already destroyed that by getting angry. So then, how to practice people like that? Just repeating these words. This word in your mind, what is happening? Meditation is happening. Meditation. Thinking, meditation, same thing. Meditation. And you have choice, you choose not to have pain. And like there's a risk that you may going to experience some pain. If you're not being mindful, you choose to sit back, breathe, think, then let it go. Okay. It's not worth it. You win, Not just you win. Person that you are about to say something out of anger, that person mind is not disturbed. Win-win. That's called win-win. Oh. So that's what it means. Cholam kundu sikijang. Throughout all my conduct, train verbally. Yeah, so it's not like we don't know. We do know. Sometimes advertisement that comes in the mailbox, in the mail, say for pizza, 2 for Tuesday. It's not Wednesday, Monday, the Friday, or Tuesday, only Tuesday. So yeah, so you like to get 2 pizza, 1 for free on when? Tuesday. How you be more mindful, you cut that piece of paper and attach to the refrigerator, then you open all the every day. Sometimes you put it there, you look at that on Wednesday, it's too late. Not being mindful. So if you be mindful, you get on look at on a Tuesday, there's a time to look. So then you get 1 extra pizza. If you look at that on like on Wednesday, there'll be no 2 pizza. That's just like that. So that's how you. We do know how to be mindful. It's not like we don't know. Yeah, we do many things to remind ourselves. We do all kinds of things. You know, right nowadays, all the gadget that you use, put it there. Like the gadget talks to you, remind you of good things. So maybe instead of putting appointment, so maybe asking Siri to remind me this, like if you get angry, you lose your peace of mind, then you get pain, something like that. Or maybe I like what Elise said. Throughout the day, it's not time to be upset. If you really want to be upset, 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock is dedicated for upset, whatever upset you want. That's another matter, Elise. Very good one, But no, it's no time now. You need to wait. 6 o'clock, so then shout, scream, whatever you want to do. It is better than like 1 hour is better than throughout the day, So like need to come up with just all different ideas. Okay. So now please next question.
Chapter 5, verse 2
Mm,
and 3. In
mm.
this world, unsubdued and crazed elephants are incapable of causing such harms as the miseries of the deepest hell.
Just go there. I think we are reading. Someone are reading the wrong chapter. The wrong chapter is wrong line. First one read. Yeah, first read the first stanza.
I did.
Can you repeat that?
Okay. Those who wish to guard
Sorry, because I'm not being mindful here too. Stop talking about mindful here.
those who wish to guard their practice should very attentively guard their minds, for those who do not guard their minds will be unable to guard their practice.
No. Maybe the 1 second. That's why I'm saying we are like it is like how does that problem they here we don't have standard number. So this is like standard number 1. Bear me. I need to count because there's no number. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 18. It says the number 18. 18. You are reading from very beginning, right?
Yes.
Yeah, number 18, please. Sorry.
Good. This being so, I shall hold and guard my mind well. Without the discipline of guarding the mind, what use are many other disciplines?
Oh, very good. That one. So now please next 2 stanza.
Just as I would be attentive and careful of a wound when amidst a bustling, uncontrolled crowd, so I should always guard the wound of my mind when dwelling among harmful people.
Yeah, that's like when you get a vaccine. Some of the vaccine very painful, kind of swollen. Then when you go to the group, so you always go like this, make sure not somebody just bump. When it's bump, it's kind of hurt. So I'm not sure, like in India, so when you get some of the vaccines, then you are kind of swollen here. Long time or not nowadays, probably during like 80s, like they are like now probably much developed. So then same like this. Now the second one.
If I am careful of a wound through fear of it being slightly hurt, then why do I not guard the wound of my mind to the fear of being crushed by the mountains of hell?
Oh. Oh. I think we decided not to talk about hell when in the Kadampa said. There's enough complication in the human life, so we don't need to go there. So we decided not. So these are the three strands. It's good to remember, like why they said one after another, back to back, not easy. It's not easy. So therefore, being consistent, consistent. Whatever ways that you can remind yourself, using all these modern technologies to remind yourself, so or maybe writing it down, maybe putting in front of the refrigerator, or maybe like normally how you can remind yourself is quite important. So then, how much time we have? 30 minutes or less, or 30 minutes, 25 minutes. That's what. Someday deve tekpu is like refers to meditation cushions. This called meditation cushion. Actually, it's called, to be correct, it's called cushion of concentrations. Cushions of concentrations. That's where you're supposed to concentrate. It's called concentration cushions. Sanden deve tekpu. Lune sitting positions. Lune physical posture. Physical posture. There's like 7 sitting positions. Good to learn. So you can help someone else, good to learn. Mm. It needs to be very relaxed. It just should not have any stress. But of course, need to sit straight. Back should be straight. Other teaching, they use stack of coin, but I think better to use uncooked Italian pasta. That's much better than stack of coin. Not cook one, then like with a tomato sauce, then that's not good. Because this meditation is associated with breathing. Any breathing meditation require the back should be straight. So then, for the sake of knowledge, Kangba, leg cross. Now, full Vajra cross, that's hard to do because that means you need to see both of your heels on your lap. That's hard thing to do. First of all, hard to do. Second, hard to sit there a long period of time. Kangbache. Lapa, hand. Left hand down, right hand above, so then make this shape. Then 4 finger below belly button. Sometimes people hold like this, that's too much. You don't need. Just need to place on your lap. Some people they hold like this, is not. That's why I said there should not be any like stress in that place. 4 finger below, don't need to measure, just put it there, don't need to measure. Then you become too extreme, don't need to measure, just for Kangba Laba, Keba, back, straight, uncooked Italian pasta. 3, 1, 2, 3, out of 7. Lune, critical, physical, 7 critical, physical posture, sitting position. Kangba Laba, Keba, and go ahead. No, not like this. No, it's hard to meditate if you go like this. Hard to meditate. If you completely close, maybe slowly, your meditation become nap. That's also not very good. So slightly, not close all the way down, but doesn't have to measure. It doesn't, should not worry about, oh, am I closing too close, too open? Don't worry, just like that, go head a little bit like, not like this, little bit bend it. Eye slightly closed, not all the way closed, but don't need to focus. These are not, this should not be the focus. No, that's how you said, go meek, go 4, 5, 6, shoulder. Should not have any stress, should not touch, because it's always good to keep like this. Why? Because there's some, the wind can pass, no? For, don't like, not like this, it's not good. Just relax like this. Kadampa, leg, lapa, hand, back, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now 7. 3 of them count 1. Teeth, lip, tongue. Teeth, lip, tongue. 3 count 1. Then become 7. 7 sitting position. That's what it means. 7 sitting. So, like, not like to when somebody comes in, they run away. Oh, there's about to get angry. Not like that. Just be natural. Sure, natural. Che, tongue. Tip of the tongue touch upper palate. Supposed to prevent you to get thirsty. How we can tell? You need to try. So people here, you like to hike, and just try when you're hiking, keep your tip of tongue upper palate, see if that prevents you to get thirst. Then if it does, then it's the truth. Or probably it prevent prevent precious juice to come out. Wait a minute, jewel. Now, I've never seen one. I've never seen in monasteries, so like, what I've seen, monastery, you sit like this. So what I've seen is like people got tired, maybe didn't get enough sleep. In the beginning, like this, then go like this. So then in the beginning, that means you're a newcomer. After 1 year, 2 years, you become expert. It looks like meditation, no, taking nap. Then once in a while, the people go, so this. Monastery is like, the line is like this. There's like about 100 monks, then there's some space, maybe 2 feet to serve bread and tea. Everybody facing each other like this, not like this. Then after that, there's another gap, maybe 2 feet. Then there's another line. So you're basically sitting here. You're sitting here in front. There's space for tea to serve, or you put your like cup. Behind there's 2 feet empty part. So you are sitting there, nothing to lean back. At the beginning, go like this and go like that and go like this, and sometimes pick that. So like that happened one time to me, not in my monastery. Went to the country college 1 year course. They're like 2 o'clock in the morning, all the way to 6 o'clock in the evening. Sit there, sit all day long. Then like so hot, no air conditioning, so then very hot. Then top of that, wearing all this, not just that, top of that something, wearing then heat generated by people. then I'll go like, one time I to wake up fast, then there's no discipline. I look, he was also sleeping too. On his throat, because of course he's much older than me. He's like probably much older. I was just, like at that time, like not more 30 years ago. So otherwise you'd get some kind of punishment for sleeping there. So anyway, so over time you will learn. So that's why it's always good to keep some, so relax. Something that's how you sit. The cushion at the back should be a little bit like this. If you sit long period of time, it will help. But the meditation, all my friend, needs to do short. Okay, short. The beginning, short. Don't just do like long. It's not good. It's not skillful. Do short, short. Or maybe too short. Good. That's good. So do short. So then eventually, then maybe, like if you, I greatly enjoy skill, makes me feel so good, enjoy. So then few, maybe a little longer. The beginning, short, 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 okay. So there's many, many benefits. There's a lot of benefit. And I will explain later. Right now, it's not needed to explain why this shape, why here. There's all has significant meaning. So then, the Lungro Gutu Tatu cells. So Lungro Gutu, so there's 9 round breathing meditations. It's hard, maybe right now, probably need to imagine. It's very hard. So need to imagine inhaling from the left nostril, inhaling, exhale from the right nostril. You need to do this 3 times. So right now you're following the 7 sitting positions. You can't use your hand. So then just imagine, need to mentally construct. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, 3. Exhale, inhale, exhale, no, sorry, exhale, sorry. Inhale, begin with inhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. Usually we use finger, it's quite easy. That's quite easy. But right now, need to imagine inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. That's 3. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. There's 6 from both inhale, exhale, 3. So then there's like some kind of visualization. This is the purpose of these meditations. Someday deve tebula lune dinda denjala lungro gutu lung roll lung wasted energy, wasted energy, no longer useful, not good for the body, cause some discomfort. Lungro gutu thadu cells. This is 9 round breathing meditation is to help you to get rid of wasted energy that's stuck in your body. Rigba Tani, not just that, after the Rigba Tani, Rigba awareness, thought, your thought. Ang, clean, nik, disturbing. It kind of separate disturbing thought and clean thought, kind of, so right now it's all mixed, meaning like murky water. That kind of separate, doing 9 round breathing meditation, kind of separate. So then after that, so then you do real meditations, So now the thought are separated or clean thought is very, like now it's like all the disturbing thought is settled in the bottom like this, like sand or dust. Clean thought is like still clear water. It's become like still clear water. So then from there, then you think something positive, something positive, something good. So then whatever meditation that you know, then you do that. Okay. So maybe do this 9 round breathing meditation, not using the hand, or just imagine inhale, exhale, inhale. If you need help, you can use, but that's not the best thing to do. You can say in, out, in, out. There's kind of like desperations, but if you don't need to do that, just imagine inhale, exhale. Okay, we do that meditation. Let's go. What do you call it? What is that called? No, that's to come out. It's called, you call wind, or what is called? Breath. That's called breath. Mm. Is this energy? Breath is energy, or what? Is breath energy?
Anyone?
Huh?
To-
I'm
to-
looking for some breath energy or not breath. What's the difference?
Geshe-la,
Breath,
in some schools, like in yoga, we might talk about prana,
uh-huh.
Indian word, so that you
Mm.
equate the breath with energy. It's not really an American thing, but in some,
Yeah, prana, the Sanskrit word. Prana means like
the life force.
Tibetan we call lung. Lung literally means like wind, but it's not the wind element. Is there a difference between the wind element and wind? Huh? Please tell me what's the difference between wind element and wind? Online. Anybody want to contribute online? This is not exam, please. Just want to like energy. Yeah. Anybody wants? So it looks like you are not going to learn anything from me because I don't know. I don't know the difference between energy and wind element, wind. I don't know. Lungkam. Yeah, we do have a word called lungkam, wind element. Lung means wind. On energy.
Geshe-la,
Oh.
I think I remember reading somewhere that like spirits are more have a lot of wind element in their bodies.
Spirit.
Yeah,
Oh,
but then the wind in a more conventional sense is when the air is blowing and you can feel it.
oh, like this. Air condition.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
I don't know. Yeah, please say something like
If we go to the Latin, to breathe in is inspiration, which is from the Latin spiritus, which is spirit, to bring life into the body, which I think might be closer to lung.
oh,
Not sure. And
bring spirit into life.
bringing spirit into the body, which brings it alive rather than having it just be meat.
Yeah.
And
That-
maybe Carl Jung's libido, not
Oh.
in a sexual sense, but in a vivification
Oh,
energy.
oh, yeah, very good, very good. So that's what is life force? So ne lung is so lung. According to Indian master Vasubandhu, they wrote a text called Treasury of Knowledge that talks about Buddhist cosmology. So I think it's already translated. I don't remember which chapter, but there somewhere there. Sok, life force. That's called Sok in Tibetan. Sok. Lung means lung literally means wind. So like so now you see like okay, now you decide, oh, I'm going to think about this. I'm going to place my attention, my awareness on this. When your awareness or your thought goes here, there's energy. There is energy. How you explain that? Because your thought is on this, now there's energy. That energy in Tibet is called lung. It doesn't mean that doesn't you don't feel like AC. It's not like breath. It's not like wind, but there's energy. That's how you manage to send energy into the channels, in the chakras. That's how you do. But it's not, you don't feel anything like, even though right now there are the machines that test how much percentage of what's called PSI, the wind, pressure of wind, you put there, probably it'll be zero, nothing. Wherever the mind goes, the energy goes, the energy. So life force, according to the Master Vasubandhu, life force is energy. So ni lung is. Lung, that energy is not mental, it's not awareness, it is physical. It's not the physical, something you can touch. Vision. Seeing something beautiful, pleasure of seeing something beautiful. That is physical pleasure. It's not mental pleasure, that's physical pleasures. Make sense? Yeah, according to Buddhist philosophy, that's called physical pleasure. It's not mental pleasures. Because it's heavily dependent on object. If there's no shape, no color, there'll be no that pleasure. These are physical. So that physical is not something you are to touch. What is the definition of physical? Tomato collection of something become physical. Collection of something. That's how you define physical. It's kind of complicated. Sorry. So life force energy so lung. So that's how they prove there's like core relationship between physical and mental. So anyway, the question that I forgot, like Yeah. Is that breath or is that energy? Breath is breath is energy, or energy is bigger than breath, or breath is the only energy? I don't know. So now when you visualize, we are not talking about breath. Looks like 9, even though it's called 9-round breathing meditations. In this case, I'm not sure how you can breathe, like how you can inhale from one nose to exhale to another nose. Can you do? With that? Yeah, so yeah, maybe right now it seems like very hard, but maybe eventually you could breathe, like I'm not sure. So right now more like mentally constructing, imagining, mentally constructing. Now that means thought is there. Thought has to be there. You can't like wandering in the film market at the same time do this. It's impossible. You cannot do. So you have to be there, means mentally, not you can be here physically, doesn't mean you're mentally here. Your mind can probably somewhere else. In this case, you have to be here physically, mentally. So that means the question now is energy going in? You could say yes. Because why? The thought is going in. Because whenever there's thought, there's energy. So you can separate. You can separate. So there's no discussions. It is what it is. So there's like, well, now maybe like more like thought. Yeah, then energy is going from left to right, left to right, left to right, left to right, right in, left out, right in, left out, right. So energy can flow. So now the question that I was just wondering, breath, is this different than energy? Is the same as energy? What is like, I don't know. Mm, uh, so then in some cases, this breathing should be very natural, meaning it's almost like that hair in the nose is not moving. Is that possible? Breathing without moving the hair inside the nose? How you can tell? Maybe somebody has to look, or I'm not sure. Anybody, probably nobody has interest to look. So that's why the text says breathing, not like wandering breathing. Of course, no. We breathe 21,000 times a day. So like many a time, it's not where. It's not like we are not breathing. Force, like that's called force. It's not natural force. Laughing and breathing, like that's not very mindful. So then breathing, natural, mindful breathing, there's no force, there's not, mind is not wandering, but it's still breathing it out. So that has been very natural, meaning like even the hair in the nose doesn't move, as you can tell. It's more like imagination, mentally constructing, imagining, or it's actually happening, hard to say. Yes, Susan? Mm.
So is it similar to the Chinese medicine concept of qi,
Mm.
which is energy that flows through all the channels? I just know
Yeah, probably chi. I'm not sure what is also chi. I'm not sure. There are also meaning that chi. I'm not sure. I'm not very familiar with the Chinese medicine. They call like yin and yang. So people say yin and yang. Sorry, I have no clue what's yin, what's yang. I don't know.
that's male and female.
Yeah, chi also I don't know what is chi.
Well, qi is like someone's shared life force energy. And one way to amplify it is through the breath. So there's a connection, but I don't know either.
Yeah, I need to study more, so I need to learn.
Geshe, I can think of three different ways
Mm,
Americans would use the word wind.
mm.
I think the first one, the one from the air conditioner, that's like the physical type of wind.
Oh,
And then prana, chi, and life energy would sort of be under the category maybe wind energy,
mm.
like the non-physical winds flowing through the body. That
Oh,
that
you say wind energy? Yeah,
that's what I tend to hear. Does that sound?
wind
Yeah.
energy,
Okay.
that's also interesting.
Yeah.
Now there's wind energy.
And I think the practice of like pranayama or something like that is imagining the two being the same thing. So you try to synchronize your physical winds with the wind energy and imagine it flowing in the same way.
Parna, I think that's Sanskrit. Parna means like, I think like in Tibetan, if you ask what's called in Tibetan, called wind. Now another question, wind, are you talking about the wind that kind of blowing the prayer wheel here? I don't know. Or
And
maybe,
I think there's also a wind element, like one of the four building blocks in the Tibetan view of matter. Like
oh,
what is matter composed of? Like fire, wind, earth, and water energy,
or
or fire elements. Sorry, gotta get the
yeah,
right word.
oh, that's very interesting. Let's go on. Please look up. There's a four element. The way we studied back in the monastery, everything's a definitions. Definitions. Four element has definitions. Lenji show means something that makes it wet. Lenji show. Look up, in the philosophical text. That's what's the definition of fire element, water element, wind element, earth element. But I know how to say in Tibetan, that doesn't really help. Yang Shio, that's the definition of wind element. Yang, light, no weight, light. Yo, moving. That's the definition of wind element. Yang Shio, lung not wind element. Yang Shio, that's the definition of wind. Wind. So now wind element, everything. So what do you say? Like this has all the element. It's a fire element, water element, wind element, earth element. What is the earth element? Solid. Solid. Earth element. How you prove that's a fire element? When you burn, it burns. That's fire element. When you pour something, it get wet. That's the water element. So now the wind element, I'm not sure. Like it's not light as a wind, but wind element. It does move. Move. This kind of moves. Yang move. Yang means now light. That's like how you define light. Relative compared to this is light. Compared to this is heavy. It's all relative. Oh, yeah. So please look at the definition of element or four element. Yeah.
I might have just thought myself into a circle, but energy, when I'm thinking about wind energy, energy is something that is coming from our mind and it is the cause of the breath that then comes out from what we have exerted internally. But then I guess the wind has its own energy that is being dispelled.
Very good. So need more like discussions. More need. I think that's very interesting. You're saying the force, the energy force, the element, like the one thing that's important in the Vajrayana teaching says that every thought comes with the energy. Make sense? So that means when we do 9 round, there's two ways of doing 9 round breathing meditation. One, you use hand. Easy to do. You can feel. Now, when you follow the 7 sitting position, you cannot use your hand. Hand has to be like this. So now, it's more like mentally constructing, imagining. Is energy going in? If you ask me, I will say yes. Based on experience, no. Based on knowledge, yes. Experience, zero. Yeah, no experience. Based on knowledge. Because the thought, yeah, so think in, out. Yeah, that's clearly. I can imagine, I can think in, out, I can think. So that means thought goes in, go out. That means energy is going in and out. So now interesting, according to Vajrayana teaching, sorry, there's time pass, then I'll stop. All the energy that produced by attachments come from, goes in, goes out from the left nostril. All the energy that relate to the anger comes out, goes in from the right nostril. Then they says like there's no, these are, according to Vajrayana teaching, there's three main channels. Entrance of the left channel, even there's color, so I don't remember exactly what color. But that's not important, there's three colors. Entrance, like draw. You come here, so there's energy that goes into the side left channel. The entrance is somewhere in the tip of the nose. You may know experience, sometimes there's like pain, like it's kind of like strange feeling when you get cold or something, then you kind of like feel something, then the tears comes. Did you have an experience like that? Just kind of feel that. Anyway, for the sake of knowledge, experience here, zero. It's purely based on knowledge. Into somewhere here, left channel, where the an energy associated with attachment runs in and out. Anger is in somewhere inside, deep entrance. The draw is inside, somewhere there, not in here. Anger. There's two channels, then the central channel's entrance is here. So that's why you meditate, you create something physical, create something here. The stronger the concentration, the better the chance. Then you're trying to push that into the central channel. You're trying to push. Maybe you manage to push. Breath from both nostrils will be equal. There's no one is stronger than another, it's equal. So there's a sign. The energy went in, but not staying there. When the breath ceases, energy staying in the channel, central channel. Now, no more breathing, but tummy is moving. It's kind of like the movement. When the energy dissolves, that movement stops. No breathing, no movement, death, no, very much alive. So that is an external sign. Now energy not just went, remain, dissolve, not dissolve. That's what it's called, Prana Yoga. That's called Prana Yoga. The base form of Prana Yoga, that's what it's called, Prana Yoga. Eventually, maybe now it's, that many things could happen. So just for the sake of knowledge and plus wasting your time. Yeah, yeah, we'll stop now, okay. Yeah, dedication.
Please turn to page 246 in the gold prayer book. And
So by the way, one second, Ian, my friend here, give me this gift.
Oh,
So when I'm going to get enlightened, I have two different colors. Physically, I'm going to be like this. Thank you, Ian. That's beautiful. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Page 246 for the dedication verses from Master Shantideva.
Mm.
May all beings everywhere, plagued by sufferings of
Yeah.
body and mind, obtain a notion of happiness and joy by virtue of our merits. May no living creature suffer, commit evil, or ever fall ill. May no one be afraid or belittled with a mind weighed down by depression. May the blind see forms and the deaf hear sounds. May those whose bodies are worn with toil be restored on finding repose. May the naked find clothing, the hungry find food. May the thirsty find water and delicious drink. May the poor find wealth, those weak with sorrow find joy. May the forlorn find hope, constant happiness, and prosperity. May there be timely rains and bountiful harvests. May all medicines be effective and wholesome prayers bear fruit. May all who are sick and ill quickly be freed from their ailments. Whatever diseases there are in the world, may these never occur again. May the frightened cease to be afraid and those bound be freed. May the powerless find power and may people think of benefiting each other. For as long as space remains, for as long as sentient beings remain, until then may I too remain to dispel the miseries of the world. Page 244, the Long Life Prayer for His Holiness. In the land encircled by snow mountains, you are the source of all happiness and good. All-powerful Chenrezig Tenzin Gyatso, please remain until samsara ends. Page 245, Long Life Prayer for Khyentse Rinpoche. The one who mastered his speech at a very young age, the one with great patience received the name Avatari, the one with great precision who spread the teachings of Lama Tsongkhapa on bliss and void, Lama, ornament of the yellow hat tradition, please remain until samsara ends. And inside the back cover, the prayer for the swift return of Lama Zopa Rinpoche. Peerless teacher and assembly of the children of the victorious one, Shravakas and Pratyeka Buddhas, victorious Losang father and sons, along with the lineage masters, all the objects of refuge of the infinite lands, please bestow the virtue and goodness of accomplishing this prayer here and now. Holding and spreading the Muni's precious and complete teachings through explanation and practice, you are the armor of patience that is never discouraged. Incomparable, venerable Guru, to you I make requests. While striving single-pointedly for the sake of the victorious one's teachings, the sole gateway through which all benefit and happiness emerge, and from other living beings, you suddenly departed to peace. What a great loss. Nevertheless, through the undeceiving truth of the blessings of the ocean of the three jewels and the great waves of bodhicitta of the children of the victorious ones, may the smile of a reincarnation swiftly beam in glory for fortunate disciples. And inside the front cover, the prayer for the long life of Geshe Gelek. Supreme Guide, you lead us on the many paths of virtue. A shining sun, you give us the best of excellent explanations. Supreme virtuous friend, you are a constant Dharma companion. Lama, who has renounced fame, may you ever remain. And for Geshe Sangpo, you who have steadfast imprints of virtuous qualities and keep the instructions of the glorious Guru in your heart, you who pass day and night with noble activities, great virtuous friend, may you have a very long life. Om Tare Tu Re So Ha. 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 Om Tare Tu Re So Ha.
Thank you. So, any announcement? Yeah.
Yeah, I guess I can announce to save the date for Chokaduchen, which is coming up on July 28th. It's a Monday. Geshe-la will be offering precepts that morning at 5:30. So what we decided, 5:30 a.m.
When?
on Chokaduchen,
Okay.
Monday, July 28th. And then a big reminder to hold the dates for the first annual healing retreat. We're very excited about it. And that's coming up in August. It will start on August 26th, which is a Tuesday, with the making of a healing mandala that Geshe Sangpo will be creating here in the Gampa. And he'll work on that for 4 days. And then it'll culminate on Sunday, August 31st. Geshe-la and I guess Geshe Zangpo too might be leading healing meditations as well as other healing practices that we'll do for the whole day. And we'll start that day also with precepts. So I'm so close to getting it on the calendar. It should be on there today or tomorrow. So look for information for that and make sure you save the dates.
Okay, 1 more minute. I just want promise 1 more minute. I just thought difference between water and water element. It has all the 4 elements, but it doesn't have water. It has water element, it doesn't have water. So I think there's a difference between water and water element. So wind and wind element, so there's like no water, so it doesn't have water, it's very clear. But it has a water element. It gets wet when you throw in the water. Okay, so that's just philosophical, I think, tiny wisdom.
All right, everyone. Thanks for coming out today. Thanks, everyone online. Take care.